Had grabbed her travel.
Amber Heard returns in Sundance doc about women silenced by defamation suits, recalls Johnny Depp trial. I didn't understand it could get so much worse for me. Amber Heard makes an unexpected appearance in a timely new documentary premiering at the Sundance Film Festival, about accused men weaponizing defamation lawsuits to silence women speaking out about abuse. Silenced, playing in the World Cinema category at the annual festival, bowed on Saturday afternoon from director Selina Miles and international human rights lawyer Jennifer Robinson.
Pieces of each archetype that work for you.
The years.
Committed violence against this man.
The film follows numerous women, including a journalist, who were impeded in their search for justice thanks to nine-figure defamation suits. Robinson assisted Heard in her participation in a 2018 lawsuit filed by Heard's ex-husband Johnny Depp against British newspaper The Sun. The paper ran a story criticizing Depp's casting in the Warner Brothers' Fantastic Beasts film franchise, citing accusations of domestic violence brought by Heard.
They were forced to,
where I was arrested, immediately dropped.
of course, none of the
Depp sued the paper for libel and Heard was crucial to the publication's defense. Heard agreed to sit for an interview in Silence, the first film she's appeared in since 2023's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The actress was clear about her motives in joining the production. "This is not about me. I have lost my ability to speak. I am not here to tell my story. I don't want to tell my story. In fact, I don't want to use my voice anymore. That's the problem," Heard said bluntly, sitting for a confessional chat with Miles.
For committing domestic violence against your
Men categorize women in one of four ways.
Heard is joined by subjects include Brittany Higgins, a political staffer who brought a rape allegation against a superior in Australian Parliament; Catalina Ruiz Navarro, the editor of Latin American magazine Volcanica, who was sued by director Chiro Guerra after publishing serial allegations of misconduct against him; and Sibengil Endash, a human rights attorney. Speaking at the Variety Studio presented by Audible at Sundance, Robinson warned of the chilling effect defamation suits have had on the ability of women to come forward, let alone have their day in court.
Wisdom of the slut.
In the post-#MeToo world, we saw women break the cultural silence, speaking out publicly about gender-based violence. What we then saw is their alleged perpetrator bringing a defamation claim saying, "This is not true, it's defamatory and I'm going to sue you for a lot of money," Robinson said. The attorney said she's advised many a client that, "He can sue you, you just then have to prove it in court."
Of course, none of the above is suitable for the modern.
No, I did not.
Of the virgin.
But it's very expensive to do so, and it bankrupts most women. The question I ask in this film is, what does free speech mean if you can't afford to defend it? Heard said her involvement in the Depp versus the Sun case was a catch-22. "The outcome of that trial depended on my participation, and I depended on the outcome of that trial. When I first met Robinson, I immediately got the sense that she got the bigger picture."
for committing domestic violence against your
Men categorize
"What has happened to me is an amplified version of what a lot of women live through," said Heard. For the duration of the Sun trial, the film depicts Heard as the subject of public scorn. Depp fans, several dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow from Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, hurled expletives and threw trash at Heard as she entered and exited court each day.
the independence
Handcuffs, and it was a trumped-up
image by selecting pieces of each archetype that work.
I remember at the close of the trial, the idea that I could say something to the press came up. Robinson asked if I was sure about that. I thought, if they throw things at me, it will make this point more obvious. I didn't understand it could get so much worse for me as a woman, using my voice, she continued. Heard, who has moved on to a career in theater, ended on a hopeful note.
for committing domestic violence against your
Men categorize women in one of four ways.
It gives me strength seeing other people take on the fight. Women brave enough to address the imbalance of power. Looking at my daughter's face as she grows up and slowly starts to walk into this world. I believe it can be better. Silenced is currently seeking distribution. That's what we can say. Don't forget to support our channel by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. We thank you all for your support.
Selecting pieces of each archetype that work for you.
The years.
Committed violence against this man.
Wisdom